Good morning, I'm Vidi. This is La Cocina de la Abuela, and today we're making 3 no-bake cakes that practically make themselves. You know, stay until the end and tell me in the comments which one you liked more than I did. At the end of the video, I'll tell you which one is my favorite. Let's get started. First up, the pineapple and Sobaos cake. Delicious and easy. It's amazing. You can prepare it in no time, you can have it ready in 5 minutes, and the result is guaranteed. It's really worth it. Stay until the end, you're gonna like it. I'm VT, this is La Cocina de la Abuela, and we're starting with a super easy recipe. Pineapple dessert, you can't miss it. Stay until the end. Anyone can make it, even a bench. In case anyone was thinking of leaving, here I'll show you the inside. Wow. Now you can't leave, you have to stay. Fantastic. Let's get started. With a mold and caramel sauce, pour it on the base. This mold is about 15 centimeters on one side and 20 on the other. We spread it out nicely like this with a kitchen brush, and now let's move on to the pineapple. Pineapple in juice, a 500-gram can. Why? Well, because I'm going to use the liquid. 3 thick slices of pineapple here at the bottom. If I could fit 6 because the mold was wider, that would be fine too. You can do that as well, so arrange the pineapple however you like. I'm going to press it down a little so it fits. From here, it goes to the fridge. I'm going to let it rest there. See? They turned out like this. Now to the fridge. I made this recipe with pineapple in juice. It's canned, but it's pineapple in juice. And if it's pineapple in syrup, that's fine too, don't worry. And if you use peach instead of pineapple, it turns out great. Next ingredient, heavy cream, 400 grams. In the meantime, the pineapple and caramel are hardening in the fridge. I pour it into a large saucepan where I'm going to work my magic. I also need sugar, 50 grams. If you want, you can add a little less. It's okay, it'll still be sweet. In it goes! I'm also going to use the magic of the recipe. We need pineapple gelatin, 1 packet, 30 grams. We add it. If you don't have it, you can use plain gelatin, no problem. 3 grams hydrated gelatin sheets. And inside with the same amount, 30 grams of powdered gelatin. I'm also going to add all the pineapple juice that comes in this 500-gram can, so don't tell me it's not going to taste like pineapple, because it has a lot of pineapple, all the liquid. Stir it, put it on the stove as soon as it's well mixed, heat it for 5 minutes. And then you pour it in here, everything dissolved, everything perfect. There I have it. You can add as many layers of pineapple as you want. You can layer sponge cake, pineapple, cream, sponge cake, pineapple, cream, sponge cake, pineapple, cream. You could make sponge cake with alternating layers of cream and pineapple. As you wish. On top of this beauty, we're going to place the base. We'll use these little sponge cakes called Sobaos. We'll need between 10 and 15 pieces. We remove the little paper. Look, I'll show you more clearly, see? Fluffy, super good. So, one after another, and then we're going to place them like this, filling up all the space. Be careful because they float. If you wait a bit for it to cool down, that's better, but don't wait too long because if it hardens, then you can't place them, and we need them to soak in well. So, all of them like this, one after another. We'll have it ready in no time. The last one fits right here. Another one there. And I'll take my time with the piece that fits in that corner. As soon as you have it, put it in the fridge. And you'll have to leave it there for at least 4 hours so the gelatin thickens. And it turns out like this. See? Super easy to handle. Looks really good. And now I'm going to unmold it onto the base. A flat tray. Look how good it looks on top. We'll leave it like this. And here's the trick. If it doesn't come off, place another dish with very hot water on top. And look. Bam. In seconds, it's ready. I've kept it in the fridge a little more than those 4 hours I've kept it overnight. So it turned out fantastic. I'm removing this part. And now I'm going to show you how it turned out. Of course, you can prepare this the day before and serve it to your guests at Christmas dinner and come off as a real winner. Here you go. Look. And look at the side. This is amazing. Well, that's it. Time to serve. Your super fresh pineapple and Sobaos cake. No oven, no work. A real wonder. Quick and easy. And one more touch. Now here you go. There you have it. What a sight. For those who want to see inside, let's take a look. Helicopter camera. Look at the little squares it makes. And now, grab a spoon, a little piece, and enjoy. You have to make it. You're going to love it. Secondly, an easy dessert, made with 2 ingredients, no oven, no stove, nothing, and just 2 minutes of work. And here you have the result. Incredible. First ingredient, a pack of wafers, the big round ones. It has about 18 or 20. You place the first one. Look how easy it is. A large plate, that's important. Now for the second ingredient, you need a can, a jar of dulce de leche. There it is. You put a generous spoonful on it. And you spread it, like this. Gently. Like you're a painter with a big brush. It'll take you around 20 seconds. And as soon as you have it, it couldn't be easier. Another wafer, another spoonful, another wafer, another spoonful, and so on until you finish. The whole package of wafers, it's going to take you just under a minute. If you don't have dulce de leche and you want to make it super easy, you just have to take a can of condensed milk, put it in a pressure cooker with plenty of water, in a water bath, and cook it. More or less, 40 minutes around there? More or less? And you'll have it. Dulce de leche. There you go, magic. You put the last wafer on top. And on top, the rest. With the leftover dulce de leche, you spread it like this. Making a layer. A thick one, circular motions, and all the way to the edge. You see, do you know any dessert that's easier than this one? You know? Let me know in the comments. I'm sure I'll make it. I love easy desserts. Come on. You got it. I got it. From here, we're going to put it in the fridge. Leave it for at least an hour, so the flavors can blend together. If you don't want to make this dulce de leche cake, I'll give you some options. The first one is with condensed milk. It's really good. The second one is with Nocilla or Nutella. I've tried it, and it turns out amazing, especially if you alternate layers of one thing and the other. It looks spectacular. You decide. After some time, you take them out. In my case, I sprinkle them with these chocolate shavings I'm making. Grating chocolate from a bar. That's it. Nothing else is needed. Let's serve it up. 2-ingredient dessert ready in less than 2 minutes. Look how impressive it looks. Wow. No one will ever guess that it's so easy to make. Pure wonder. There you have it. Take a look. See? It's nice and thick. With that glossy finish. A real wonder. Now all that's left is to cut into it, see the inside, and laugh. Who can top this incredible recipe? In third place, the best chocolate cake, chocolate Cuajada cake. Light. And the recipe is super easy. Look how amazing it looks. Stay until the end. No one will suspect it's so easy to make. There you go. First step, 150 grams of cookies. We're going to break them up and crush them with one of these little machines. I used Fonaneda. We give it a good spin for a few seconds, until we have it ready. A crumbly texture of cookie like this. I'm gonna set aside a teaspoon to use it in the final presentation. The rest, we pour it into a bowl, or a bowl, whatever you want to call it. Call it whatever you want. And here we're gonna add 70 grams of butter that we've previously melted. You can do it in a double boiler, or like I did in the microwave, in short bursts, 3 seconds at a time, because if you do it all at once, it explodes. We mix it well, and we pour it into a mold. Into the base of a mold, in my case it's 18 centimeters. Let's spread it out well. All over the surface, it's a really good idea to use a glass to press the crushed cookies and butter into the base. To the base of a mold. Why? Well, because it has a rounded base and fits perfectly. And it will turn out great. This is the first little trick. Let's continue with the recipe. I'm VT, this is La Cocina de la Abuela, and you're going to love it. We're going to make an amazing cake. Wow. Well, in seconds we'll have our cookie base ready, as beautiful as this one. And we'll move on to the next ingredient. Super easy. 1 liter of whole milk, which is 4 cups. Let's set one aside over here. And 3 over there. And let's get started. On the count of 1. There it is. What we're gonna do is add the next ingredient, which is nothing more than 2 packets of Cuajada mix. We pour it inside, and we stir until it's fully mixed. Just a few seconds, that's all it takes. As soon as you have it ready, next ingredient, chocolate. How are we gonna make a chocolate cake without chocolate? Impossible. We need 250 grams of chocolate, baking chocolate. Use baking chocolate, the kind for desserts. That's what works best. If you don't have it, you can use milk chocolate and it will still turn out delicious. Let's move on to the rest of the milk. We put it on the stove. Use a large pot. As soon as it gets a little warm, we add our finely chopped chocolate and we stir until it melts. This will take you a few seconds. As soon as we have it, we'll add sugar, 4 tablespoons of sugar. If you want it really sweet, like I like it. If you don't want it too sweet. With 3, even with 2, you'll have enough. As soon as you have the sugar in the pot, here's the big trick. There it is. You thought the trick was what was in the glass. No, there's even more. If you add a tablespoon of cocoa powder, and if you don't have it, between you and me, with Colacao, with Squeak, Colacao, with this spoonful you'll make the cake darker and with more chocolate flavor. Now it's time to add our milk and Cuajada mixture. Give it a little stir, just in case anything got stuck to the edges of the cup or glass, and in it goes. We pour it into our pot. Mix well. And we cook for 2 or 3 minutes, stirring constantly over medium heat until it thickens. When it has this texture and this look, almost like a cup of hot chocolate, more or less, we remove it from the heat. Give it one last stir, so it cools down quickly. And we pour it in without any problem, little by little, so the cookies don't move in the mold, which I remind you was 18 centimeters. And on the base, we had that cookie and melted butter base. There you go. There you have it. We have it. To the fridge, or the refrigerator, whatever you call it in your country. In mine, almost everyone calls it fridge. We'll leave it in here for 10 or 12 hours. The flavor will intensify, and the texture will get a little denser. How will it turn out? It'll be amazing. Will you be able to wait all this time? 10 or 12 hours, I don't know. I'm going to try. Well, after some time, Let's unmold it. Drum roll, because it's always a tense moment. But I'm telling you, with this recipe, you can't go wrong. There you go. There it is. Look at that shiny edge. The top part too. Look, those little spots of moisture. I can't resist. I'm gonna get a close-up with the camera. Look, it's just as good everywhere. Fantastic. Well, let's take it to the table. You can leave it like that. I'm telling you, it looks amazing. Or take it to another level. How, with a few slices of orange, they're gonna add something to it. Aroma, color, and you can eat them too. And with the pieces of cookie that we set aside at the beginning, and that we're gonna add carefully on the top part. Look, like this, without overdoing it. And that's it. Here you have it. Chocolate and cuajada cake. A light and creamy cake made without gelatin and without an oven. Just like that. Who can beat that? You have to make it. And now let's cut into it. Look how the knife glides. A marvel. And we take out the section so you can see the side. What a treat. Oh. It looks incredible. Well, that's it for today's show. As promised, I'll tell you that my favorite is the chocolate cuajada cake. Super creamy. Super good. You have to make it. Thanks for coming. Love you all. See you in the next video. Remember to leave me a comment. Which of the 3 cakes did you like the most? Maybe I'll make it again.